We are in a season where corruption must put on incorruption, and mortal must put on immortality, so that the nature, the strength, the spring of death will be destroyed. Excuse me, this is the only season on earth that permits nature to honor men. This is a season where man has ability to take away the old nature of them and wear a new nature. That will take away a dying nature and put on a nature of life and immortality that cannot die. This is only a season that permits men to wear a body that spirit of death cannot touch, because we are in a season. He said, for this corruption must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. Then he said, he continues.
So when this corruptible,
he says, so when this corruptible
has put on
incorruption,
and this mortal
body, this body that can die, can be changed in a particular season where God dwells. This is the season of God. This is not a season of man. This is a season nature cannot define. It's a season that has defied nature. Nature don't have understanding of this season. If nature has understanding, every virtue and strength I lose, here is a prize. Like I'm sweating now, I won't get it back again till this season finish. As I'm losing strength, I won't get it back again. Whatever I lose to this season can give it back to me, because it's going out to bring victory to God and God's people. Now this is a season that permits men that if you play with this season, when death comes, you won't be able to escape it. All those that died in Zion or outside Zion, or that believe in Zion, they play with this season. They thought it's just a season of fasting and prayer. He says, is it not common? We have been fasting since we were born. No, you might have been fasting since you were born, but you have never come into a nature, a season where mortal can take away the body, their old body, and wear a new body that cannot die. That is why if you must live above sudden and premature death on earth, you must not play with this season. Somebody is not hearing.
I hear you, Papa.
Excuse me, the spirit I'm going to fight now is not a children, it's not a child spirit. The spirit I'm talking now, that spirit of death, is a spirit that has conquered scent of that are ignorant. He has conquered God's people. If you go to the grave, you will see not a perfect and pure people in grave decayed, because they were ignorant of this season. If you go to grave, you see people that are not supposed to die lying helpless, because I will soon go to them and meet them and mock them, because meeting that's going to be death on earth is a choice. If you play with a season, you can't escape some certain evil. If you're a Zionist, this is not a familiar season. If you're a covenant child of God, this is not a normal season. It is the only season that permits nature to fade away, and another nature that nature cannot explain will come. It's a season that permits, that is a season that allows man to change their dying body and wear a new body, so that immortality can continue to be announced by men on earth. That if immortality must reign, people like Victor Great, people like you must not taste death on earth.
Yes, sir.
People like you that met me in this altar must not go to grave early. Must not go to grave until 120 years.
Yes, sir.
All those that met me and died young play with this season, or they play with me, they were familiar with this season. Nobody should meet me in this season and be familiar with me. If you have never met a man that went on journey, no food, no water for 17 years, and you are meeting me for the first time, if you had it It's different from seeing it. If you have seen me in this altar without food and water, it's different from what they told you that a man fasted, but you are a witness to part what God is doing this season. It cannot be familiar. Then if you play with it, you will understand that there is another power that rules in the surface of the earth. You will know that there is another spirit that does not respect men or regard men when they visit men, and that is called death. You will know that there is another spirit that does not respect anything that is in nature. They believe that they have control over them. When they come to them, no matter the name they call, they will finish them. That is why in the day of death, if it's sweet to be calling Jesus, 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 you might call Jesus to your last breath stop.